And away we go. Hey, Kefka. It went alright. I got a PB by about a minute and a half. Just glad to have new splits finally for FF6. I'd like to save about another 6 minutes or so. I think I can do it. Hey, Glowstick, Uncle Porkstar, Turbo Rulin, Bochizu. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, I pretty much always set up the step manipulation before I start streaming, just because it's highly variable how long it takes, and it's extremely boring to watch. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Double Drop. Thank you, Knoxbox. Hey, Dine. Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of a perfect storm of bad boss patterns. I did practice the CPU fight with Rosa live before I started this, and that's should go okay. I am more than a little concerned about Rosa's higher level screwing up the turn order for the Zeromus fight, though. I didn't bother practicing that far, just because hopefully it's not going to be necessary. Famous last words. Shot. Hey, Free Kilby. Yeah, this is definitely a much simpler run than FF6. Mostly just because it has less options for, like, party builds and growth and stuff. It does have a lot of fun and challenge for what it is, though. And it's all, I mean, I also think that it's a faster paced run, too. Just because there's so much less of the run as cutscenes than FF6. So I just lost like a second or so there from bad mashing. Yeah, it meant that Cecil was down one level from what he normally gets from that fight, which I don't really see being a problem for Zeromus. Of course, like I said, I didn't actually test it, though. I was just checking what that would mean for my levels. Yeah, it's really sad that Nightbad is no longer with us. Not, well, for now at least. Maybe there'll be a groundswell of support to bring it back. Thank you, Gildarian and Casina. Hey, Res Judicata. Yeah, I mean, I just need to try to make sure Rosa is alive for all of the bosses up through Dr. Luge. And if she dies for one, then I need to make sure that she doesn't die to Rubicante. Then I'll be fine. Thank you, After 5. Twitch made some changes to global emotes that, I believe removed Nightbat, among others. Yeah, maybe it's to try to get more people to sign up for Twitch Turbo to get Nightbat. Evening, Alto. AF Coughlin. Glad to hear that I've got the good Dr. Leslie Nielsen on my side. Actually had a bit of an itch for some Leslie Nielsen lately after hearing all sorts of talk about Frank Drebin in during PJ's 7th Saga streams last week. Greatest damage rolls so far. Let's see a 60 plus from King. That's good. Nice. Still gonna do another jump here. Hey! I wasn't expecting a gold after dropping a little on cutscenes in Baron. That was a really sick Mist Dragon fight, though. Oops. Just gave some of that back by derping on the Mist clip, though. Okay, 38, do 53. I have a bad feeling about this now, just because the timer I'm using stuttered a little bit, so I don't know if it caught up when it hit 0, or if that meant I hit it way early. We'll see soon enough, though. Hey, get cooped. Yeah, the Limit Break channel already has a Fusoya emote, though. We don't want to show too much favoritism for specific games. Yeah, it's my first ever sub 10 Mist Dragon kill, though. Which might all be for naught if I got a bad seed on the load. Hey, bobsled. Timer I use for my splits is called Live Split. The other timer that I'm using to time the seed manipulation during the reset there is W Split. It's just a much lighter weight timer that used to be the main timer people used for timing speedruns too. So what I'm looking for here is to not get a fight before Kaipo. Okay. Still potentially in it. Someone did. Evening, Jeff. We're all lamenting the loss of Nightbat before its time. Hopefully that will translate into not getting any in this speedrun, though. I mean, the main value of having Twitch Turbo is supposed to be that you can not get any ads without using ad block software, which results in Twitch partners not getting paid for the ads. That's supposed to be the main benefit. The extra, like, name colors and stuff is just kind of a cherry on top, I guess. Alright, start seeing what seed I'm on. So if I'm on one of the good seeds, I should get one fight, possibly two, on the way to the watery pass, fairly late in the desert. Alright, 39. Sandman. Okay, that was 50. I didn't look at what that was. More. Okay, so this is probably C98. Hey, a rare beast, welcome in. Wait, it's stuttering? Oh, showing some frame drops, but it's over now, though. Yeah, there were a lot of Twitch server problems earlier today, so as usual, I don't think there's anything I can do about this. Alright, so Seed 98 doesn't have extra steps until Damson. Yeah, I know the first and third fights on the overworld were Sandmen, which looks pretty much for sure like Seed 98. Just look at Watery Pass encounters. So my next fight after this save cave should be zombies. I stream at a pretty low bit rate too, just because my internet can't really handle a ton of uploads, so watching on source quality shouldn't really be too problematic for anyone. I think you'd need to do that in order to get it in 60 FPS too. So if memory serves, Seed 98 is actually one of the best possible seeds in the range that I'm aiming for, so that's pretty good. I mean, the absolute best possible seed is 43, but I don't go for that because in the Excalibur route, if you go for seed 43 and miss it, then you're on a bad seed, and that kills the run, at least as far as going for the time I'm going for. It's a definite perk to the Drain Spear route is that the seed manipulation is more forgiving. You don't have to worry about manipulating the summon cave. My current fastest run that I've uploaded anywhere is Seed 43, actually, that I got completely by accident. My true PB is about a second faster, but I haven't bothered uploading the video anywhere because it's such a minor improvement, and I'm still actively working on trying to beat it. Not right now, but I am playing on an original Super Nintendo controller. That's pretty strong hitting. Oh, real? Wow, what a jerk. Well, rip gaining time here. He did what? 20? Are you kidding me? He did 20 damage to Rydia in 2 turns, and then I whiffed with its life, which is like 5–10% odds or so. Oh, rip. Well, I'm doing well. Now I have to heal, or else she can get one shot. It's been quite a while since I've been trolled this hard by Optimam, so I guess it's overdue. Should already be dead. Alright, well. At least I had an okay cave, even though that fight was pretty bad. Sandworm, no sand. That could have actually been pretty bad if it had killed Rydia, because I don't get any free heals until after the Landlion Cave. Alright, so I've got 3 steps to take here. Yeah, and what Turbo Rulin said. Could have been such a better Octomam time too, with having a pretty clean watery pass. Them's the shakes. I still need to update my bot command, but if anyone hasn't seen it yet, there's the schedule for RPG Limit Break 2016. Coming to you at twitch.tv/RPG Limit Break starting May 9th of this year. Green means that I'm ahead of my personal best at this particular run, and gold means that it's a new fastest time that I've gotten through that segment of the run. Thank you, John Stephen Goodman. So that gold time on Mist Dragon means that that's the fastest I've ever gotten from starting the game to killing the Mist Dragon. It's about 1 second faster than my previous best time at that. Yeah, I know I don't really put categories for this game on my stream title and stuff because they don't make sense to people that aren't already familiar with the game. But yes, this is basically a full run of the game that doesn't use memory corruption to skip about a third of it like you can. The only real skip I'm going to be doing is skipping the sealed cave, assuming I get that far. East and some steps. I remember. Oh yeah, this is kind of a rough one too, just because there's an encounter in the middle of those Mount Hobbs East steps too. Well, there really isn't a community agreed to 100% definition for this game. There's been some talk of possibly doing like all bosses or like all bosses and storyline summons or something, but no like active runners of the game are really that interested in doing something like that, mostly just because it just wouldn't no one really thinks it would really honestly be that interesting to either do or watch, because you'd just be killing more bosses with Excalibur throws and walking through more dungeons. But otherwise not really doing anything too spectacular with the game. Final Fantasy VI, on the other hand, does have a 100% category, which is all characters and whispers. Ugh, okay, this is guaranteed 4 round now. Alright, screw and split. Okay, so 23 steps on Mount Hobbs East, which means after Mom Bomb. Where I get in odd numbers by stepping back onto the bridge after the cave entrance. XSplit is telling me that there's frame drops going on. My apologies, but as far as I know, there's nothing I can do about that other than potentially like switch servers or something, which I don't really feel like doing in the middle of a run. So hopefully this is at least watchable. I mean, if this is a PB, I'll be putting it on my YouTube. Gee, that's a lot of dropped frames too. I mean, if it gets so bad that the stream becomes unwatchable, I might just turn it off and try to finish the run offline. But I'd like to keep it going if possible. Well, I'm just glad to hear it's not just me. I mean, is it the usual thing where the audio sounds fine, but the video is sputtering? Because that personally doesn't really bother me that much if the audio is still clean. I mean, if the audio is like sputtering and disjointed, then that makes the stream pretty difficult to watch for me, but I can forgive video derps. Okay. Glad to hear the audio is fine, though. Might want to do a pause play, though, just because I got a flood of responses about the audio over a minute after I started talking about it, so it sounds like the frame drops must have caused a lot of you to get desynced. Achoo! Hey, Batty1, thank you. Alright, that was a really, really weak kick, but at least the first one was good. Wow. Maybe I barely survived that. Ow. Alright, finally remembered to use my Phoenix down if Edward got bopped. Alright, so I've got 23 steps here. Pretty much all of the game-related shirts that I wear come from the Yeti.com, T-H-E-Y-E-T-E-E. Okay, so that was one. Pace. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, Rydia's level is completely irrelevant at this point, but if she dies to the explosion, then that's just really bad for the fight itself, because I need her to throw daggers to be able to one-shot the gray bombs, because their HP is too high for, like, Cecil or Yang or anyone to one-shot them. Okay, 16 fumble steps. I'm dropping frames, but so are other people streaming, from what I've heard, so there's nothing I can do about it. From what I hear, it's still mostly watchable. And the important thing is that the audio is contiguous. Alright. Pretty good start to the Edward dodging that. I am local recording this, so I mean, if this ends up being a PB, a much smoother version will be going on to my YouTube. Alright, got fast dagger there. Hey, Super Saiyan. Come on. Jump again twice. Just get beat out the Weeper though. Play glow stick. Nice. Well, what really could have gone better was Yang outspeeding that guy. Alright, let's see how Kane treats me. Well, he's gonna be a poor friend, but let's see how poor of a friend he is. Okay, just barely made it. As far as Cecil getting into critical. Sadly, I think I just lost time to just getting more encounters on the walk to Fubble, along with having to do extra walking and not Hobbs. But I'm still ahead though, at least. Pretty sure I've got some time I can save here if I have a good amount of deals. Nah, it doesn't look like that much though. About a 25-second difference or so between my goal and PB time. Hey, Told him Molar. It's not really smelling like a 58 pace Mylon though, but we'll see. It'll be easier to tell when I get to the firewall cutscene what my pace is. Alright, so 16 steps. I don't know, actually. I didn't actually use Trash Can for that many runs before I gave up on it. I mean, the last time I went for it was the time that going for it turned a 58 into a 101. Oops. Right. Hopefully that's right. Just thinking about Trash Can instead of walking patterns. Alright, so if I didn't screw up the step route, then I should get actually just one fight on the walk to Mount Ordeals. Step 32. Hey, Magic Ninja? It's going alright. Pretty sure my only run that I've actually gotten a 58 Mylon Z time on had a 43 fumble. This is a kind of lowish 44. Okay, then I have both optional steps on Mount Ordeals Summit. Boats in the Final Fantasy series tend to meet pretty bad ends. Yeah, there's been a lot of problems with Twitch today. Fortunately, it's not something I have any control over. I'm local recording this, so if this ends up being a new PB, I'll upload it to YouTube. Oop. Up one more tile, please. Okay, only got one fight then. Alright, low 52 firewall time. That's pretty comfortable sub-hour pace, at least, unless I get a lot of bad back attacks and stuff here. Let's see, looks like I should actually only get 2 ghosty battles way up the mountain. So that's good. If I hadn't gotten trolled so hard by Octomam, I might have actually had sub 52 firewall, actually. Okay, that was the one I was worried about as far as being a back attack. Evening, Everheat. Does equal undead dogface, no space after all. The seed is set based on the number of frames that the title screen is up before you press A to go to the save select screen. I am not a fan of trying to do a frame perfect trick that doesn't have a really good visual or audio cue for it, so when I'm doing my load after Mist, I go for a range of I think like 5 or 6 seeds that are all above average, so I have pretty good chances of being able to get a run going. Audio is having problems now too, though. Unfortunately, I have no control over that. I mean, if the stream becomes completely unwatchable, I might just turn it off and try to finish the run offline. Thank you, Cosmic the Dolphin. Thanks for the hosting too. Probably should have just twinned again, because that first flare was actually pretty weak. Bring home the bacon. 6 is wounded, I believe. Deep ravine hype. Yeah, the point of killing Tella and Cecil on the first fight was to give more experience to the twins so that Palom would learn Fire too, which he otherwise would not have before Mylon Z. There's 3 main strats for dealing with these fights. I'm basically going for the ones that have the strats that have the least amount of randomness to them. Nice, 3-dagger knight. That's good luck. Yeah, this is like roughly a minute behind the pace I'd kind of like to have at this point, but we're definitely still in there. Lots of places in the rest of the run that I can save time. Like this next split, which is not really that good in my PB. I didn't take the optional step, so I'm gonna remedy that. Thank you, Kakapi. It's one extra step instead of two because the tiles where you get the hiss text with Pelham and Porum don't count on the step counter. Steps, Dwarf Castle. So hopefully the different way that I organized my equipment during the boss death animations will translate into saving a few seconds on the big menu coming up before big end because of having my new gear and better slots. Something that the Roth does that I should start getting in the habit of doing too is during the first twin animation on Mylon 1, I should unequip Tella's staff and start stashing it in the bottom, because that's a few seconds of free menu time there. Yeah, I shudder to think of what would happen if Everhate used his recall ability. Then you might remember like how to do horrible things like speedrun the 7th Saga. I'm sorry to hear that, Everhood. I may or may not have pitched an idea to PJ for Monmo that turned out to not actually be viable. Ow. To equip the change rod later because I couldn't get it off of Helen. Hey Omni, thank you, sir. Yeah, my crazy idea was to use, once you run out of buffing to do with on Monmo Ghost Girl, was to use have Lux use M siphons to run down his MP faster so he can't heal, but turns out all bosses are immune to siphons or catcher abilities. What am I running for RPGLB this year? Final Fantasy VI. There's the schedule there. Wow. Clearly that's just an excuse to have more hashtag grinding in the early game, which is always a noble cause. About Lux actually being fast, that only happens in the world of Elnard, and or post-tune-up glitch. Or as a lot of people thought it was called, the tuna glitch. Nice misses there. Theodora! save room here. Just go to keep going, and the next optional steps are Dwarf Castle. Oh, cool. I'll tell you. Yeah, just keep me posted. I'm not really like super concerned about like changes in estimates that are like less than 15 minutes, but yeah, every bit counts as far as like, keeping the schedule honest. Yeah, makes sense. Alright, close call there. Cecil got beat up really hard though, so didn't have time to equip the Legend Sword. So yet another extra bit of menuing I have to do. Should be good on the waves good. As long as I don't get damage trolled, I should gain some time here. Could have been a bit better if my menuing had been cleaner and I'd have gotten to equip the sword during the Vagan fight, but other than that, that was a pretty decent segment. Looks like I can gain some more time here too. If the dreaded night bats don't rear their ugly heads. Well, you'll get to hear a full loop for Barbaricia. She's the longest fiend fight. Hey, Scooty. Welcome in. Alright, so should have a better idea over the next couple segments if I'm on sub 311 pace or not. Because except for the Zeromus segment, most of the time I have to gain is in the first half of the game. Like, I know I have a minute I can gain in the Giant of Babel, especially if I have a good grind fight, and then a good Lunar Core and Zeromus fight should net me about 40 seconds or so. So I'd say probably the main thing I'd like is to be probably at least 30 seconds ahead at Golbez. Or better yet, Dr. Blugay, because Dr. Blugay is a gold split in my table. That's an interesting picture. Alright, so I got 27 steps here. I can do 7 of them on the way, it looks like. And I need to do 10 paces by the door. Dad Kane. Ooh, almost an MLG landing. Yeah, Mighty Mike, I may have fallen victim to a few things like that in games over the years. Back in the pre-internet days. Hey, Riker Rider. Oh, did you get a new PB at DKC3? If so, congrats. Alright, so I don't do an extra step going here. Looks like I do on my way to the Tower of Zot, though. Oh, whoa, by 1 second, too. Nice. Congrats. Ooh, nice catch there, too. Fun fact, it's actually possible to manipulate the chocobos by resetting the game, but if I did that, that would mess up the step manipulation for encounters. Yeah, it's going alright. Had a couple rough spots in the early game, but I'm pretty happy with the pace I'm on so far. There's a good close to 2 hours to go that things can go either right or wrong, though. Okay. Oh, I'm glad that was a strike first and not a surprise or back attack. That's pretty much the worst. That can set up the worst possible thing that can happen in this cave, which is Sid getting paralyzed by mages. Who's the other one? Techio, I think. Nightbats and Nightbat girlfriend. Rip Nightbat emote. I like free kill these new Nightbat. Alright, should be able to gain some more time here if this fight goes well. If I get the run buffer at the start and I don't have weak miss. Good, nice. Don't miss. We got this. Good game. I've actually never played an E2 player DKC, at least not seriously. Meaning, like, not a full game playthrough. Hey, Sick Nick. Run's going pretty decent. Alright, so 37 steps here. Hey, Pesky. No percent. Ah, it's going pretty well. This run's going alright. Can't say there's anything in my personal life to complain about at the moment. Everyone's having a good evening or morning too. Alright, thank you, sir. I'm actually in the Midwest. There's actually a bit of snow going on right now, but nothing compared to what the East Coast got. I guess I should just plan on moving it up. I seem to fail the MP glitch more often if I'm trying to go down instead of right. Hope everyone that is on the East Coast is all shoveled out by now. Don't do this to me, game, please. I was having a good tower climb. Hey, Dole. heal now because I might die if if this string keeps up. Okay. At least I didn't have to heal again before Mega's Sisters. Might hit Cecil, please. Thank you. I can hear the snowplows outside right now. Alright, might be able to pick up a bit of time here if I have a good Barbuccia fight. Third time's definitely the charm when it comes to doing the Medio. Oh yeah, if anybody's new to this run, by the way, I haven't really been talking a whole lot because I've been trying to focus on playing the game, but yeah, I used a glitch there to give Tella effectively unlimited MP, which enables him to actually cast Medio, which I did on Bagan and the Mega Sisters. Yeah. Good point, Pesky. I value my comfort highly, as always. Getting cozy. Kind of borderline on being quicker. Okay, oh, still got it though. Could have saved a few seconds if I'd have just had Kane attack instead, but it felt a bit dicey to me. Alright, I like where this is heading. I think it was the fact that Kane did almost 600 damage to Barbaricha when she was in tornado form that was the deciding factor. 'Cause I was a little, if his last jump had done like 1,000 or more, I would have definitely gone for it. But around 800 felt a bit sketchy. Hey, Blighted Notion. I like having this buffer built up too, because the next two splits were really good in my PB, so I only really have time to lose there if I get unlucky boss patterns. I just always love the fact that nobody in Egg Art really seems to care about you blowing a hole in the mountain by their town. They just kind of abide. Every speedrunner of this game has thrown potions down the well, sometimes 10 or more times in their career. Hey, no cash. Thank you, sir. Good luck with your own run if you're doing one tonight. How convenient. Yeah, how convenient with that weapon too. Main thing I'm looking for in this fight is for Kane to one-shot the blue dolls when he jumps. He needs to do that twice in order for me to get the fastest possible fight here. Alright, that one will die the king. That was really weak. Have to do an extra round now. So I lost probably like 10 to 15 seconds in that fight because of Kane not being able to one-shot the Second blue ball, but it's not something I have any control over. This won't be too bad of a loss if I get the Golbez quick kill, which is also RNG dependent. Decent start. Oh, wow. Oh, man. That was a super quick kill. Actually, Cecil didn't even need to attack. So that almost made up for Calcabrina being a little less than optimal. That was a new PB, I think, for Kane, actually. I don't think I've ever seen him do that much to Golbez with that anger-filled jump there. Usually a really good roll for Kane there is about 2,000. Alright, but this next split is gold, so this is going to be really rough to stay even with, but we'll see what happens. Setting up the one and only real sequence break in this run, which is getting the Dark Crystal early so I can skip the sealed cave. To the healing pod, I need to do 23 paces. Oh, I missed one. Dang it. Alright, that should be the right number of steps. Oh, nice, but I forgot to actually use the healing pot. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That was pretty strong. Jeez. Can't believe I did that. Gang can stay muted. glad I didn't skip buying the heals now, because Rosa still being muted for Lugae would be a little interesting. Thinking about my stairs too much to remember to actually use the healing pot. Still not sure I got the right number of steps though. I'm gonna have to look at the encounter list for the tower. So yeah, it should be 4 Dark Imps, the first battle. Next one should be Chimera Tofu. Oh, it matched up down to the step. That was the part I was concerned about. Because if I'm off, it's not going to be by more than like 1 or 2 steps. Well, yeah, I don't expect anybody to be actually counting steps, just out of the blue. Just trying to see. Yeah, I mean, none of these are really like super close to entrances to floors and stuff. Ooh, we got us a good one coming up next. Egg! Down smash. Now the run was going quite well until I forgot to use the healing pod in the Dwarf Castle. I mean, that's not like an irrecoverable problem, but I had to go into the menu and use regular potions instead. Probably wouldn't have been a horrible idea to just wait until getting to Lugae to do it too. Down. This room always confuses me just because there's an almost completely identical looking room in the above ground tower where you take the right fork instead of the down one. Well, the back attack rate kind of starts to climb once you get to be around like the Tower of Zot or so, just because your level relative to the enemies is part of the equation. Hey, Duckfist, evening, sir. Hope the FF9 practice is going well. Okay, this is the last fight before Lugae. Alright. Well, if I have a good fight here, I shouldn't lose too much time, but we'll see. Even if I have a bad fight, I think I should still remain ahead of my PB. Yeah, Duckfist has started learning FF9. He does lots of cool Mega Man and Mario games too. Should be kill here. Yeah, Yang's punch should be kill. Oh wow, okay, I guess I'm not gonna still be ahead. I'm already losing time and I haven't even started the fight yet. Well, that sucks. But this is a gold split I'm up against. I'm guessing the seed I had for my PB didn't actually have to walk extra steps in the Dwarf Castle either, which is probably why it was a gold. That was probably a good, I don't know, like 10 to probably like 15 plus seconds worth of menuing to replace using the healing pot. But yeah, this is just, it's a gold split that probably didn't have to walk extra steps in the Dwarf Castle and had a really good tower climb and a good boss fight, so that would probably be why. Because keep in mind, my PB did almost beat, well, it beat a soft reset Seed 43 run by half a second. And it could have been by 45 seconds if I hadn't lost a bunch of time to the final split. So there was a lot of stuff that went right in my PB. I guess this kind of confirms that this segment is probably just the most optimized in the entire run in my PB. Alright, Rosa's Berserk. That means Her level doesn't matter anymore. That was what killed my last PB pace run, was Rosa getting too far behind on experience by this point. Alright, I didn't soft lock. I think, yeah, this is the solo Chimera here. Ooh, this is okay. Good girl Rosa for dodging both of those. Okay, what's next? 41 steps getting airship hook. That's most of it, mostly it for the run then. Just a couple in the Cave Eblon, a couple visiting Sid, a couple in Hummingway Cave. GG! No CPU steps this run, so I don't have to worry about forgetting that again. Has the frame drop thing stabilized? Because I haven't heard anybody talk about it for like half an hour or more now. Alright, hopefully it stays calm for the next hour and a half. Well, I included the ending in that too, but you get the idea. Yeah, hopefully it'll be more like an hour and like 6 minutes or so. I'm definitely less optimistic than I was before this Dr. Luge split, but let's see where this run keeps going. Looks like there's actually a pretty big gain I could post here if Ruby goes well. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it looks like my next encounter should be step 6 after the town of Eblon. So I'm trying to pay attention to what step I get it on. Hey Jen, evening ma'am. Well, it was going pretty darn good up until Dr. Luge. That was some encounter luck and also me making a pretty stupid mistake in the form of not actually using the healing pot in the Dwarf Castle, but that just translated into having to use potions out of the menu instead. Steps here. Yeah, the Tower of Babel was not kind to me. Okay, that was 6, so I'm definitely good on my step count. Alright, later, Pikmin Steve. Hey, Mustang. Egg! Alright, no night bats. Tend to get a pretty smooth Cave of Eblon with using the step route, just because you can take extra steps both in Baron Castle and in the weapon shop to cancel out encounters in the cave. Alright, so after that cave, if I have a good Ruby fight, I should be back in the green. Yeah, the fact that they spell the word 2 instead of using the number is a little unusual. Egg. Two doors after this is confusing room, or maybe it's the next one. Hey, not milk. Surprise! Hey, Nightmare Gamer. Alright, now this is confusing room. I'm gonna take the right fork instead of the bottom, like in the underground tower. Thank you, Gamfunk. Please don't use language like that in my stream. So the main thing I'd really like to see here is for Ruby to either glare Rosa or glare Cecil, but not kill him. Ew, Kane. That was weak. Hey, drifting skills. Okay. Not perfect, but that went about as well as it could have for Kyridia getting death glared. Yeah, I can definitely see the resemblance to Asgore's attack. Okay, so I do need to at some point use an ether on Edge now so that he has MP to cast Flood during the grind fight if he needs to. Yeah, this next split is going to be rough, but depending on how the Giant of Babel goes, I can gain over a minute there, because I did that on my last run. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. This run has had some ups and downs, but it's definitely still PB pace. There's a lot that's going to have to go right for it to be a 310, though, at this point. But I think the last time I PB'd at this game was in November, so just getting a PB at this point would be quite welcome. Also a big omelet there. Well, we'll see. No cash. I mean, at this point, the main thing that's kind of tempting me about the Drain Spear route is the fact that I can soft reset at Mist, because there's a lot better chances of getting a good seed on the Drain route than on the Excalibur route, so I don't have to power down for 15 seconds. Maybe I'll fool around with the Fiends and Zeromus with the Drain Spear at some point just to see how I feel. Because the main thing that I really like about the Excalibur route is that the endgame is pretty easy and consistent. There's very little that can go wrong. It's outside my control, at least, other than the Cecil nuke. Alright, so I need 4 optional steps here. And I need this dwarf to get out of my way. Thank you. But I mean, assuming that it's a kind of an equivalent seed, I mean, I think that I've found enough optimizations to the to like Ruby and CPU so that I should only be losing like 30 seconds or less on to a good Drain Spear route run. But I mean, well, that's not exactly a trivial amount of time when. With just how my runs have been going lately, as far as my split times and everything. So I don't know, maybe that'll be a project for this weekend to do like a test run with the Drain Spear route and see how comfortable I feel with the endgame fights that way. Yes, I'm definitely a fan of the Dragon Quest games. Not too sure about speedrunning, but maybe. If I ever speedrun a Dragon Quest game, it would probably be Dragon Quest 3. Hey, Volvolex. Alright, so this menu here, I'll Ether Edge. Or I could skip it and just hope that I don't get a strike first on the grind fight, but I don't feel like taking that risk. Alright, it's usually Cecil that I cast exit here. It would probably be the Super Famicom version of Dragon Quest 3. Okay, so there shouldn't be any Arachnes this time. And I don't take a secret passage. As long as Edge is alive, though, I can always run away before the summoned Arachne can kill me. Yeah, the game very much expects you to have float before you go into either this or the Sylph Cave. It's level 36, I think, for Rosa, which I think you should have at this point in a casual playthrough if you're fighting all the encounters. Okay, so go to Hummingway Cave first. No, go to Sealed Cave first. Then do other stuff, then go to Moon, then go to Hummingway Cave. Yeah, instead of just back into the cave, that would be kind of obnoxious. And by kind of, I mean massively. Have I ever considered running any percent? No. I'm not really interested in the any percent run of this game that uses the stairs glitch. I've got nothing against the category, it just doesn't interest me personally. It skips some parts of the game that I really enjoy playing through, and I'm not really a fan of the ending too, which is extremely anticlimactic. How does the sealed cave skip work? After you defeat Golbez at the Dwarf Castle, if you cast the warp spell, it sends you back into the crystal room just because of a bug. And how the game updates the warp location, and then you can actually get the dark crystal there, because Golbez was apparently a really incompetent thief. And then if you do that, then when you touch the tile in front of the door to the sealed cave, it'll activate that cutscene. So you don't either have to get the key to the sealed cave, which is another time savings, or go through it and fight the trapdoors in Demon's Gate. Yeah, I'm not interested in FF6 any percent either, for pretty much the same reasons, that it skips parts of the game that I like playing through in a speedrun, and for that game too, it doesn't skip the most boring part of the game too, which is the Masa. My preferred categories for FF6 are any percent glitchless and Japanese any percent. I've played Star Ocean 3. I do want to play Star Ocean 2 at some point. Who knows when I'll make time, though. So many games in my backlog. Hey, Loveless. Yeah, I want to put. I mean, I've been trying to catch up on Mario and Luigi RPGs that I haven't played yet. I'm playing Bowser's Inside Story right now. After I finish that, I think the next RPG casual play for me is going to be RoboTrek, because I would very much like to play and beat that game before RPG Limit Break, because I'd really like to be able to watch and appreciate PJ's run. Yeah, it's called Mode 7 Drifting Skies. It's kind of a way to do fake depth perception using just kind of the way it draws horizontal screen layers. Sometimes it looks good, sometimes it doesn't. Like, usually it's kind of just really late Super Nintendo games, like Terranigma especially, do really, really gorgeous effects with Mode 7. But FF6 uses it pretty well for the overworld maps, but a little less so for like the minecart sequence and Vector. Oh, thanks for the hosting, Gamma Funk. Just noticed that. Yeah, F-Zero is pretty much made to show off Mode 7. All hail King Kingbo. Oh no! Is this a PJ raid coming in by chance? All hail King Kingbo. Oh man. Welcome in, raiders. Hey, Mecha. Took me a second to realize what Omni was apologizing for. Hey, I'd rather heal King Kingbo than the Demon Chocobo, that's for sure. Hey, Accident. It's going alright. I had a pretty bad Tower of Babel, part of which was my own doing because of forgetting to use the healing pot, but other than that, this run isn't giving me too much to complain about. Alright, to the moon! And to the Hummingway Cave first. Also, thank you very much, PJ, for the raid and host. Hope the Dragon View D-Rust went as well as it could, given that it's Dragon View and all. Okay, so we need 26 total steps here. This is C98, by the way, Accident. Killer hair dryers and pudding from outer space! I promise you can never unsee that thing as a hair dryer once you've seen it that way. Alright, since we got a cutscene here and then a bunch of new people from the raid too. Anyone that hasn't seen it yet, check out the RPG Limit Break schedule that just got posted. That's a charity RPG speedrun marathon that I help organize. What was the bat count? I had one bat fight in the Dark Elf's cave that was not a that had no shenanigans. So it's going to be May 9th through 14th at twitch.tv/RPG Limit Break. Gonna have roughly 40 runs. That's too bad, Drifting Skies. Hopefully sometime in the future. Yeah, we decided to go with something different for the finale because it's actually been quite a while since a Kingdom Hearts game has closed out a marathon. Well, I offered games that I've been working on, or that I think would be good fits for an RPG marathon. I mean, it wasn't just me personally that chose any of the games too. I had 4 other people help me. There's a couple things on the schedule that I disagree with, but the rest of my committee wanted on there, so there they are. I'm not gonna say any specifics too. I'll just leave it at that. Alright, so yeah, that's a pretty rough split to stay even with, just because I must have just had a pretty good seed for the moon in my PB. No, I've never played in the Extra Life Marathon. It's been tempting a few times, but if I ever did that, I'd probably like maybe try to make a team with some friends, just because I have no real interest in trying to stream for 24 hours. You're not impressed with the step route? Well, I hope it's not messed up. That would really suck when I've got a real good chance at a PB. It was definitely okay as of the Cave of Eblon. Let's see what we got for the Giant of Babel. Yeah, with the Smash, I figure you'd probably be pretty hyped for PS4 and Shining Force 2. I'm unfortunately probably going to have to sleep through most of Shining Force 2, but I definitely want to catch Phantasy Star 4. Alright, so looks like the grind fight should be my first encounter in the passage area. I don't have any extra steps actually anywhere for the rest of the run. So that means no having to worry about forgetting to do steps on CPU's room. Yeah, if I ever had Valkyrie Profile 1, I would probably want to skip the intro. I mean, that's kind of rough for the understanding what's going on in the game, but it's also, I mean, the intro is over half an hour of straight plot. Yeah, music hype, by the way, too. My favorite genre of RPGs for speedrunning is active time battle. I like the tension that comes from, in a lot of cases, running a game on the fastest battle speed that you can actually input your commands accurately in. I like all the tricks that you can do in ATB-based games to manipulate turn order and enemy AI and stuff like that. Anyone not familiar with the run, there's a pretty intense battle coming up in the next screen, and it's not even a boss. It's a battle I'm going to be using to gain a bunch of levels for Edge in about 4 minutes if I do everything right. but I refilled Edge's MP. Alright, 3 kills out of 15. Dang it. Just with a good looking Rydia delay too. So I have 7 kills now. HP ran out just means that he died, or she died from the HP drain effect from virus. Hey Murph. I split when I get to the fiends, so yeah. Rydia jumping the gun is gonna potentially cost me PB, but we'll see. I've got 45 seconds I can gain in the final split if it goes right. The last time I tried to go with 14 dragons, I died to the fiends because just damage output wasn't good enough. This should also be in counter. No, Cecil didn't get nuked in my PB. Alright, well, thanks to that grind, I think the best I'm looking at now is a lower 312, just because I can gain some time here, and I can gain about 45 seconds on the final split. She's still alive. Oh, she'll die to a fire. That was 2 Excaliburs. Alright. Good shape for CPU now. Last couple runs that made it this far gained 5 to 10 seconds on CPU, depending on how it all went. I've got no extra steps here. This is one of the easiest places for me to forget to do extra steps, is between the fiends and CPU. Oh wow, that was really nice. I guess the combo of no encounters after fiends and no extra walking. Yeah, the 4 fiends fight is basically 2 separate monsters that the game transitions between when you go from Rubicante to Cagnazzo, and each one has its own hit point pool. And what I was doing there was using a glitch where if I do damage that's been reflected off of a wall, it ignores counterattacks, and the way that the game handles doing the phase change from the second to third fiend is by a counter in the AI script, so that skips that, and then the last hit from Edge does enough damage to completely run down the the first two fiends hit point pool and then just end the fight right there. So that saves time and also makes the fight considerably safer, just because Cagnazzo and Barbaricia are a lot more dangerous than Scarmiglione and Rubicante. Yeah, if you kill the smaller orbs, CPU uses Globe 199, which is an insta-kill. I think it does 99 damage. Globe 199 is kind of this game's equivalent of a Gorcia punch. You are not walking away from the globe. Yeah, I guess it's called Object 199 in remakes. Oh no, okay. Well, if I have a good Descent and a good Zeromus fight and no Cecil nuke, I could potentially gain enough time to get a high 311, which will not satisfy me as far as my PB at this game, but it'll be a step in the right direction. If I get a 311, I'll probably go Drain Spear before trying to improve it again, too. Because I need to be willing to accept some more risk. Some people have run the Steam version of the game. Mystican, I know, has the record at it, and I think... Actually, I don't remember any other specific people that have run it, but... It's a very different run, too, just because of how different that version of FF4 is. It's really interesting, too. I don't know if I've ever actually sat down and watched a complete PC FF4 run, but all of the changes to the to how enemies and bosses work, and then the augment system just completely changes how the game works for speedrunning. Yeah, I mean, the Steam version is basically kind of a slightly easier version of the DS version. As far as GBA, I think there's been a couple people that have casually done runs of GBA, but it's nowhere near as optimized as Super Nintendo, for sure. Or possibly even Steam. Hey, Point Blank. A couple people have run the PSP version. I know Catastrophic 4 is planning to run it sometime soon. I think Chrono Kirby runs it. Those are the only two names that really come to mind. Yeah, Steve the Dreamer. That's a huge part of the speedrun route for PC FF4 is how you use the augments. Yeah, definitely give Catastrophic 4 a follow if you like this game. I think it's pretty... He runs a lot of different versions of FF4, but I think FF4 is pretty much his only Speen game. It's not just the augments, though. I mean, the bosses are all much more difficult than in Super Nintendo. Like Golbez, who's a pretty trivial boss here, is actually really beefed up in the 3D remakes. Same for CPU. I don't think Kata is organizing the PSP FF1 tournament. I think that's Double Drop, Chrono Kirby, and Rory Extra Life, I believe. The Total Chaos tournament. Mission to Yeah, that's a good one. That's the, I believe, the Sphere 211 theme from Star Ocean 3. Maybe others Tri-Ace games too. Yeah, I think Crumps has done some casual runs of PSP FF4. Doesn't really interest me too much, to be honest, mostly just because the auto battle mechanics kind of reward doing very simple boss strats instead of more complicated but rewarding ones. Oh, it's every Tri-Ace game, okay. Okay, St. Connor. Oh yeah, Cruel. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it, and I was a runner of that game too. The finals for that tournament are going to be on the RPG Limit Break channel in April, I believe. I'm not really sure where to go if you want to watch actual matches, if they're going to be doing restreams or keeping a spreadsheet or anything. Yeah. I especially like the fact that I didn't have to do any like lengthy walking patterns in the end game to set up that core too. It's probably a big part of why seed 98 is such a good seed for Excalibur route. Having such a solid end game for encounters. It's pretty safe to say at this point that there aren't very many games left that somebody hasn't played with a timer running, at least yet, even really obscure stuff. Yeah, something tells me there's probably, unfortunately, going to be some kind of Where's Waldo tournament at RPG Limit Break this year. Along with probably a run on Where's Waldo carts in the Salt Lake City area. So the reason why, I guess people not familiar with this run, the reason why there's so much hype for a lot of behemoths is that behemoths are the only encounter in the Lunar Core that don't do anything before you can run away. There's a lot of other nasty stuff in here that, like red dragons, are actually the worst. Actually, every encounter in this area gets the boss theme, which I think is kind of a cool touch. It really starts building tension for getting to the bottom. No. There actually aren't any random encounters in this game that are completely inescapable. There's some that are kind of slow to run from, but as far as just being totally unrunnable, like some encounters in FF6, this game doesn't have any. You can, if you get a chest monster, you can't run away from it, but just as far as regular random battles, no. Jeez, this is probably the best lunar descent I've ever had, actually. Alright, let's do this. Well, the good Zeromus might be able to swing a 311 after that lunar core. It's gonna take a really good. I mean, we're gonna have to be looking at probably like meteor whiffs and stuff for it to happen, though. Just because, I mean, when I hit the event trigger, it's generally about like maybe 8.5 minutes or so until the end of the run, and it was like a mid 303 or so. If I was doing Drain Spear route, getting here before 3 hours would probably be a pretty, probably be the kind of pace I'd want to go for, just because Drain Spear route gains time in the mid-game because of not doing the Excalibur quest, but loses it on the endgame boss fights. Just because Edge's damage output is lower. Hey, myself. Myself 86 is the other part of the brains behind the step manipulation for this game, besides Accident. Steve the Dreamer, we actually don't do any phase skips on Zeromus anymore. Doing that requires leveling up Rydia and Rosa, which I mean, doing that lets you get a faster Zeromus fight, but you have to do a lot more grinding in the Giant of Babel. So what I'm going to be doing with having Edge as my damage dealer is, and just makes for a faster run. Well, the Drain Spear is just it's a weapon you can find in Dwarf Castle before you go fight Rubicante, and then you duplicate that. I think some runners actually duplicate Kane's Gungnir Spear that he rejoins you with, but you basically need to like pause briefly during an encounter somewhere in the final dungeon in order to do that. Yeah, their Edge leveling route alone, I would say, probably saves about 10 minutes. And there's just been so many other optimizations made to the, yeah, during a smoke if you get a red dragon, which ideally you don't, if your seed is good. But yeah, just every part of this run has been massively optimized over the past few years by the FF4 community. But yeah, the world record uses Drain Spear. I mean, I think my PB is currently the fastest run that uses the Excalibur route, because all of the really top level players do the Drain Spear route. Assuming this is a PB, I think I'll probably do Drain Spear for my next round of runs to try to make the final push for 310 or better. Because doing Drain Spear and just soft resetting and trying to get a good seed alone is probably worth about 45 seconds or so. Record is 3:08:31, which is going to be passing before I even start the fight. To just show just how good that is. I mean, I think both the Roth and No Cash are going to want to get a 3:06. I think that's what they think kind of the God run would be with this category. If I can get a 3:10 or a sub 3:10, I'll be quite happy with my time at this game. I'm not really sure where the crystal is going to be because I didn't get a chance to shuffle. Go. What I really don't want to see is a Cecil Duke, because that'll kill the PB if that happens. Alright. Well, not much of a PB, but new splits. To a new era. Might have been that meteor whiff at the end that saved it too. Thank you, everybody. Oh, thanks so much, everybody. Making me blush. Better grind would have meant a mid 311 probably, but that'll have to wait for next time. I will not perish as long as there is evil in the hearts of people puff. Grr, zer, Yeah, I've been kind of trading back and forth between PBs with good and bad grinds. Because, like, the run that I just beat had a good grind and a bad Zeromus fight, and now I've got a bad grind and a good Zeromus fight. But yeah, let's just see what we got here. Oh, I finally got... this was my first sub-10 Mist Dragon. Octomam trolled me super hard. Killed Rydia, and then I whiffed with reviving her. Yeah, I had that dumb mistake with forgetting to use the healing pot in the Dwarf Castle that cost me about probably like 15 seconds or so of extra item use there. Yeah, other than that, the only thing that's just kind of really standing out as having gone poorly in this run was the grind fight. Rydia jumped ahead, I think, after the second cycle. Even though I did the Rydia delay strats that reduced the odds of that happening. But it could have been worse, though. I somehow managed to get back onto a turn order that was letting me get double lives per dragon, along with skipping them breathing fire. Although that unfortunately also meant that because I healed after the initial strat tweaked out, I had a ton of health on my characters for killing them off before finishing the fight. Yeah. Yeah. I think the only split I mean, well, that Zeromus split wasn't even a gold. I mean, even though I had a pretty godly descent and a good fight, I still, well, it was probably close to my gold, though it wasn't a gold, so I guess there's still potential there. Yeah, I mean, let's see what splits are going to be rough. Yeah, I guess sub 10 Mist Dragon's always is definitely going to be rough for me. Well, nothing else is really jumping out at me as being just kind of a godly segment by my standards. So. But yeah, I'm kind of happy to not have to always enter the Tower of Babel just expecting to lose like 30 to 45 seconds minimum just because of how good it was in my PB, which I guess no one other than me will ever see now because I never bothered uploading the video since it was only a half-second improvement over my previous one. What times do I stream? On weeknights I usually start streaming around 8, 9 p.m. U.S. Central Time. On weekends I usually try to start earlier if I can. The day on the weekend that I stream the most frequently is Sunday. I usually like to stream on Sunday evenings. Yeah, Accident. I mean, just given how the encounters work in this game, I mean, I don't think gold splits or stuff like that really means much because just, I mean, if you do enough runs, you're going to end up with a sum of best that's completely impossible to get in a single segment RTA run, just because of where the encounters fall. Yes, if you like this game, definitely do what Deep Sweep is doing. Those are the top two runners of FF4. The Roth isn't streaming too much right now because he's actually working on a PhD, which is a pretty big deal, but he still does runs periodically. I think No Cash does FF4 runs like 3 or 4 times a week minimum right now. I know he really wants to get the record back. But I still haven't bopped Magus though. I mean, I think El Magus' PB is 3:12:01. I want to say. So I'm still, I think, 5th place after Roth, No Cash, Nirm, and Magus. I work in information technology. Money raised during RPG Limit Break goes to the National Alliance on Mental Illness. It goes directly to them, too. We don't handle the money at all. Start looking for a raid target, too. I guess the unfortunate thing about PBing in this run was that the stream quality was pretty bad. The first like hour and a half or so of the run, I mean, there were all kinds of frame drop issues. I mean, I think I'll just since I local recorded this in both XSplit and Amarek. I think instead of exporting my Twitch highlight, I'll just upload my XSplit recording to YouTube to have a run with splits. Nami was what the RPG speedrunning community voted for, basically, when we started the marathon last year. We kind of put it up to community input and what charity to go with. I think that the two that had the most support were Nami and the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. Oh well, that's nice. Yeah, I heard a lot of complaints about the stream issues because of the frame drops earlier, but from what I heard, that was other streams were having that too, so it was really not something I had any control over. But well, hopefully that's a sign. Whatever that happened that caused those stream integrity issues was them fixing whatever like Feasel and Essentia and I have had with getting the streams to load. Hey Andy, thank you, sir. This could have been a 3:11 if I'd have had a better grind fight, but PB is a PB. And I think I'm gonna start looking into the Drain Spear route before I do more runs too. Because I think at this point I really need to just try to squeeze as much time from ways that are under my control as I can. I mean, the Drain Spear route is riskier, but it's also faster, so we shall see. Yeah, yeah. Well, I am a fan of palindromes just because Madam I'm Adam is a palindrome. Yeah, Andy's going to be doing an all photos run at Limit Break this year, which is as I understand it, a category that the community made up in order to be kind of a glitchy run that doesn't skip most of the game. It's kind of like, kind of like the all bosses Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga that Alta Biscuit is going to be doing at the marathon. He's going to be using glitches and doing stuff out of sequence, but still doing pretty much everything there is to do in the game. So I'm assuming the hour difference between all photos and glitchless is just from like avoiding some of the avoiding some cutscenes and backtracking and stuff. I haven't actually seen that run myself yet in full. Plus, we all know that there's going to be a lot of fuzzy pickles being said in the streaming room when he's doing that run, too. Yeah, because the true any percent run of Earthbound is about an hour and change. Because you play the game up until getting to Tucson, I believe, and then you do some out-of-bounds stuff to skip pretty much the whole rest of the game from there, and then go kill Gigas using RNG manipulation. Yes, oh yeah. I need to get my bot updated with the schedule and stuff, but there's the schedule for Limit Break 2016. There's the Twitch channel it's going to be on. A lot of hype runs this year. I'm really happy with how the schedule is looking. Oh, that's right, I was going to look for a raid target too before too many people took off. Let's see how Duckfist is doing at FF9. It's kind of almost done. Let me see if there's anybody else running right now that's going to be going a while longer. Well, since we've been talking about Earthbound so much, let's go ahead and raid Aurelius is doing Earthbound glitchless. He's about an hour in. Now his base is looking pretty good too. Let's do 31213, spell it backwards and you get 31213. Hey Kirito. Well, I just PB'd by 11 seconds, so can't complain. Later, Omni. If I'd have started earlier, I might have played some Link to the Past before calling it a night, but I think we'll just end on a high note and raid Aurelius. Oh, thank you, Steve the Dreamer. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks, Free Kilby. Probably won't stream tomorrow night. I might stream on Wednesday. Maybe a test run of this with the Drain Spear route if I have time tomorrow to practice the final battles. If not, maybe I might do some Donkey Kong Country 2 and or Link to the Past. Link to the Past being casual play, not speedrunning. Ah, that's it. Actually, I have no idea, Wall Crusher. I know PS3 can play PS1 discs. Oh yeah, yeah. Rating Earlyx is doing Earthbound with, that's our raid message. Since my new PB at FF4 is a palindrome. How many monitors does Earlyx have in his setup anyway? Because I think I see a third one behind his chair. And who knows what else is out of his camera's field of view. Oh, also, make sure I get a good view. I'd like to credit my my new friend Julius here for making it the run. He was actually sitting on top of my TV the whole time. Alright, later, Kafka. Only 3? Aw, you can do better than that. I figured having my new plushie on top of my TV will help me get good luck, and sometimes. The link? Sure, I'll do all the links. That's the limit break schedule. That's the channel where it's going to be. That's who we're rating. And that's the message.